Aloha, everybody. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show on UPRN Radio, and this is September 21st, 2018. Tomorrow is Equinox, guys, and it is when we are doing our big World Enlightenment Quantum Leap event. So make sure you got your alarm set for tomorrow, and if you live in California, that area, it will be 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock Central Time, and 6 o'clock Eastern Time. If you live in Hawaii, it'll be noon, high noon. So for 1 hour, we're going to be chanting divine enlightenment down and anchoring it to the earth. So get your groups together, get your crystals. We can make this a really, really huge quantum leap. Now, Joe Montaldo has been very, very sweet in giving me the radio time tomorrow. And I'm also going to be doing live from Facebook. So you got your choice. The more people that do this, like I said, the greater the quantum leap we're going to have. Now, I have posted the chants that we're going to do. I posted them on UPRN Radio and also on my Cathy Bilsky page. I'm in Facebook jail, so I can't post it on any groups right now. What a coincidence. Anyway, so there's a couple ways you can tune in and really, pull off the chants so you can do them with us. The basic chant's going to be, may divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. And of course, we're going to tweak it a little bit. Now, tonight, I'm going to do the energy balancing curse removal for everybody and really, do everything I can to help you clear your path for this equinox tomorrow. And we're going to do a little bit more healing for you. And then we're going to work on, because it is a really high energy time, we're going to cut Satan and the black ops and the oil cartels from raping the earth and doing their dark magic. Going to work on white male racists, Republicans, and if you are paying attention, and I maybe should say old white racist Republicans who are standing in the way of a woman testifying against a man who tried to rape her because they want him in for Supreme Court justice, because that guy has the attitude that president cannot be or can't go to trial, can't be convicted while they're in power. I mean, it's just really crazy. The world is upside down. So we're going to give those guys a little bit of energy. And of course, we have time, Trump and Harp, and we're going to work on gangs also. Wherever they are, all of them. So while we're doing this, like I said, I'm going to start off with doing the curse removal energy balancing. So if you're going to participate, I want you to sit up. Or if you want, you can lay down, but don't fall asleep on me. So sit up, put your back straight as you can, because then you're really connected with the Creator. And right now, I want you to put your hands in your lap like you're going to receive, because you are going to receive, and this is my gift to you. Now I want you to start taking some gentle, deep breaths. I want you to inhale light and exhale out everything that no longer serves you. And imagine all that unwanted energy going through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with your divine essence. So breathe in light and exhale out everything that no longer serves you. And imagine, like I said, that energy going through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with your divine essence. So keep doing that until I tell you to stop. So as you're doing that, I surround each and every one of you in a bubble of golden flame. I add to that the blue flame of protection, the violet flame of transmutation, the green flame of healing, and I seal you in the pink flame of love. And I called all your teachers, guides, masters, and all the divine beings that work with you and invite them in to make this energy work as gentle, loving, kind as we can. So take one more deep breath and exhale out everything left in your body that no longer serves you. And again, imagine that energy going through the violet flame back to God, and you're going to fill up with your divine essence. Now I want you to allow this incredible divine healing energy coming down from God, coming into your crown chakra. And I want you to allow it to flow through your brain. And as it flows through your brain, every cell, atom, molecule in your brain reconnects to the Creator, and you become this really awakened spiritual being filled with all these new possibilities. And now allow that divine energy to come out of your third eye chakra, which is in the middle of your forehead. And now feel that energy drift down and allow it to come out of your throat chakra. And now feel that energy drift down even more and allow that energy to come out of your heart chakra. And feel that energy drift down a little bit lower and come out of your solar plexus chakra. Now feel that energy drift down even farther and allow it to come out of your belly button chakra. Feel it drift down even lower and come out of your sacral. Now allow that energy to drift down even farther and come out of your root chakra. Now allow that divine energy to flow all the way down your legs, out your feet, and right into the earth. Allow that divine energy to flow down your arms and out your hands, and feel it flow down your spine. So I want you to take one more gentle deep breath, and as you exhale this time, feel anything dark or negative that's still left in your body that no longer serves you being gently released through your breath as you exhale, and then breathe normal. As you're doing that, I called Michael the Archangel to come forth and cut all ties to any energy you've taken on that's not yours, whether it's from a friend, relative, acquaintance, stranger, anybody you work with, TV set, animal, whatever the karmic reason is that created anything out of balance in your life or your body today. And as all that unwanted energy is peeled off of you gently like an onion skin, it all goes through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with your divine essence. And now I want Michael to come forth, cut all ties to reptile, dinosaur energy, secret societies, organized religion. Cut all ties to any oaths, vows, curses, hexes, rituals that could have been done to you or your family, going backwards and forwards, hundreds of thousands of generations, or anything you could have done, consciously or unconsciously. And as all that unwanted energy too is peeled off of you gently like an onion skin, it all goes through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with more of your divine essence. And now I want Michael to come forth, cut all ties to any effigies that have been misused against you, and that's any elemental of yours that was used to hurt you or anyone, including anything you own. Clothes, hair, picture, your name spoken, written, just thought of, or anything you have your energy on, and as ties to all those elementals are cut. I call the violet flame through them to clean them up, the angel light energy to heal. We release all that unwanted energy back to God, fill them up with love, and we command them to be neutral or only emit love. And now I want Michael to come forth and remove any energy implants that could have been done to you, or anything that could have carried over from any other lifetime because of dark magic, voodoo, dark witchcraft, or just dark thoughts sent your way. So I want the stick, pin, needle, or knife that's in your crown chakra removed from your third eye, your throat, heart, solar plexus, belly button, root, feet, hands, spine, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, hips, teeth, anywhere in your body that's out of balance. And as you feel all those pins, needles, and knives being very gently removed, imagine all those spaces immediately fill up with the violet flame to clean it up, the angel light energy to heal. We release all that unwanted energy back to God, and you fill up with more of your divine essence. And now I want Michael to come forth, cut all ties to patriarchy, genocide, rape, incest, slavery, prostitution, persecution, circumcision, removing any energy overlay that's trying to manipulate you, keeping you from connecting with God, healing yourself, being really successful, fulfilling all your divine missions, and living your life in joy. And as all that unwanted energy is gently released, it's keeping all these wonderful things from coming to you. We also send it through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with more of your divine essence. So if there is anybody or groups of people that's directing any kind of dark energy at you with intent to hurt and harm, we're going to ask them to stop, step forward in the light, and if they choose to continue doing that dark work, which is their free will, we ask their higher selves and their guardian angels to put them in a position of harmlessness. We surround them in a bubble of mirror. The mirror faces them. It's 2 inches from their nose. And as long as they do that dark work, that energy stays contained in the bubble of mirror. And I'm going to add the violet flame to the bubble to transmute any of their dark energy so they have no more forward movement. And the bubble of mirror stays up 24/7, 365 days a year until they do works of good. So I call to your higher self, and I'm going to ask your higher self now to activate your divine blueprint for perfect health. And it starts manifesting in your body now. Now, as that's happening, I'm going to send energy with your permission to your heart. And feel this divine energy just flow into your heart. Now, this is God's energy. This is not my personal energy. So now I'm going to ask your heart to communicate with those body parts that are out of balance. So see your heart, feel your heart, sending healing energy to those areas, and communicate that part of you that is now receiving so much love, that it's going through a healing transformation. Remind that body part that it is loved, and imagine this healing love energy flowing back and forth from your heart to that body part, always strengthening, regenerating. Now ask your heart to activate your divine blueprint again for perfect health. And as you ask, it is done. Now see this body part working in perfect harmony with the rest of your bodies. And for the cells and atoms and molecules that are out of balance, we're going to cut the ties with whatever created that out of balance. We're going to violet flame that area to clean it all up and transmute any out of balance energy that may be contained in that area. Fill it up with angel light to heal and reconnect every cell, atom, molecule in that area to the Creator. And now feel that really, really, really high divine healing energy come pouring into that part of your body. And now we're going to command those cells, atoms, molecules that are out of balance to mirror the healthy cells, atoms, molecules in your body. So allow this to integrate all the way down into your DNA, again, with your cells, atoms, molecules, all your internal organs. And with every breath, this just integrating, putting you back into balance and total harmony. Now, what we're going to do, since I got you in this really high place, we're going to do some energy work for the earth and all life forms. And I want you to imagine yourself in this huge stadium filled with all like-minded people. We're all connected through our heart chakra. And in the center, we're going to put this huge crystal that's 100-ton to amplify our work. So you got people to the right, people to the left, and in your mind's eye, I want you to imagine you're holding their hands. And now allow, again, this very high divine energy to come pouring into your body. Allow it to go down your right arm, out your right hand, into the person to your right. And feel that energy now flow to the right, forming many, many circles, all connected through the heart chakra. And as the circle is forming, we call to all the gods and goddesses of light, past, present, and future, invite them to join in, add their energy to what we're doing. Air, earth, fire, and water, the deities, the cosmic beings, the angels, archangels, all the devas, all the old ancient cultures responsible for holding light on the planet, including the Aborigines, the Kahunas, the medicine men and women. We ask that you all add your divine energy to what we're doing. And I'm going to ask that anybody who's doing positive prayers tonight, allow that energy to go into our light circle. And now allow this energy to flow through to the left. And as it flows to the left, the circle is closed. So only that which is light may enter. We ask that the trees join us and take this energy and send it in to the trees and let her send it into through the roots into the earth so the Mother Earth can remain balanced and stable and move with divine intelligence and see this energy going out through the trees, through the branches like antennas, and everybody just feeling this really high positive energy that helps them raise their consciousness and really reconnect to the Creator. We call to all the rock, stones, crystals, minerals, all the earth keepers on the planet to lock into the big earth keeper that's in the center and amplify our work over 100,000 fold. We call to all the grids, ley lines, meridians, domes, obelisks, pyramids, all the sacred and holy spots on the planet to lock into this divine circle. And I'm going to ask Mother, Father, God, that everyone who participates, listens to, and gives energy to this divine, positive energy to our divine work tonight, receives the healing. And that you guide us into doing that. Our will, but thy will be done. So be it. Let's take a deep breath and release it. All right. So I want you to again feel this divine energy come pouring into your crown chakra, flow through your body, go all the way down your arms, out your hands. And we're going to form a bubble of light. And if you can do some creative visualization while we're doing this, I know you can multitask. That would be really lovely. So in this bubble of light, we're going to put all the reptilians and all the satanic people that are raping our natural resources in position of harmlessness, and all those that are doing the military black ops and the oil cartels. See them all in this bubble of light. Let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power of the sacred fire vested in me, I command. We're going to call to the goddess of justice, the karmic board, and the Creator for help. I call the goddess of justice and all the members on the karmic board, and I want to bring to your attention the souls that are stealing Earth's natural resources, murdered all the wildlife on the planet by the thousands. The souls that are trying to bring back nuclear, and anyone who is in the Illuminati, major corporations, Jesuits, Bilderberg Group, Council of Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, all dark secret societies, the Nazis, all dark politicians, high-ranking military decision makers, and any satanic magician. I ask that these beings be allowed to reap what they have sown and allow them to have their karmic return now. For these offenses and crimes against Earth and all life forms, I ask that their karma be returned to them over 100,000 fold. I ask that they receive divine justice, that they are allowed to become conscious as to why they are receiving this karmic payback. Let them understand, O wise ones, that their karma will be overturned when they have done many acts of kindness. I ask the karmic board to take the abundance they have accumulated and redirect it to all light workers on the planet, so that the abundance may now be used for works of good. I command Kali and Shiva to go out and put these beings in positions of harmlessness and all their equipment they are misusing. I give the goddess of truth permission to bring everything up to the surface. The reptilian, satanic human hybrids do, so there is nowhere to hide. I ask all reptilian human hybrids short out every time they try and take Earth's natural resources in any way. May all the reptilian human hybrids have lots of computer crashes, mold infections, and virus infections. We're also placing huge magnets on all their hard drives, creating crashes with all information lost. Now, imagine all their computers, the ones and zeros, flipping on their programs, which creates a lot of computer crashes. Imagine lots of tiny insects of all kinds, including termites, infesting all their telecommunication equipment, as well as all their buildings, becoming rat and mice infested that love to chew on all their wires, creating many shorts and fires. See sand, dust, and water getting into all their telecommunications equipment. We ask that all reptilian human hybrids now go dyslexic every time they go into their workplaces and work, making lots of errors in everything they do, as well as much infighting, which creates much distrust from within. We now envision all their equipment they are using to rape the earth and her natural resources breaking down and no longer working continually from this day forth. Let's cut ties to the Anunnaki reptilians have for gold. We call to Mother Earth to now take back all energies of gold, as well as all other metals and natural resources that have been taken from her, including water. We now tap into the entire energy vortex that were used to take all this material off the planet, commanding these vortexes to gently reverse themselves, pulling all this energy back to the earth. This includes all gold that was taken to other galaxies and misused, waters and all minerals. We see the Mother Earth pulling back all this gold energy that was used in any cloaking devices anywhere in the galaxies. We ask the Mother Earth to pull back all the gold energy that is in jewelry that is being misused, or any form on Earth, anywhere in the galaxies, from those misusing it. As all her natural resources are returned to Mother Earth, she goes back into divine balance. As soon as the energy of all metals and natural resources are returned to the earth, all the vortexes go back to their correct spin. Let all veils and cloaking devices be removed from all reptilians around you, so they become invisible and obvious to all. Let all their machines used to extract Earth's natural resources be seen and dismantled. See these reptilian human hybrids reconnecting to the Creator, becoming conscious, awakened beings, so unhappy with their jobs that they all quit, and their guardian angels guide them to constructive jobs that will help humanity, and they are replaced with no one. Call the higher selves of whoever is directing dark magic on our planet and all life forms and taking our natural resources, asking them to stop. And if they choose to continue, which is their free will, we ask their higher self and guardian angels to put them in a position of harmlessness. I also put them in a bubble of mirror that faces them 2 inches from their nose to contain their dark works. I also add the violet flame to this bubble of mirror that faces them 2 inches from their nose to contain their works. I also add the violet flame to the bubble to transmute all dark energy they may be trying to put out, so they gain no forward movement. The bubble of mirror stays up 24/7, 365 days a year until they do works of good. We imagine that all supercomputer information gathering stations are infected with ants, snakes, spider, killer bees, wasps, mice, rats, mold, dust, bats, termites, beetles, magnets on all their equipment and backup equipment. Spies hear nothing but white noise. If they have dark intent towards light workers, we ask that Ganesha put obstacles up so everything they do is difficult. A perpetual life of living Murphy's Law in Mercury retrograde. May this energy stay up around them until they choose to do works of good. See all life forms living on Earth being protected from any and all black magic. We ask that all veils and overlays that are keeping humanity and all life forms from awakening and seeing truth be removed now. As this energy is removed, everyone reconnects to the Creator, becoming awakened spiritual beings with unlimited human potential. We see them speaking their voices in ways they will be safe and heard. Now let's see the energy of Earth's natural resources being returned to her, creating stability. Let's place an invisible energy field around the Earth so no more natural resources can leave. Let this work be amplified 100,000-fold anytime anyone listens to the video. All right, now we're going to fill this up with light and love, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So I want you to take another deep breath, feel yourself reconnect to the Creator, and all that incredible high energy come pouring into your body, down your arm, out your hands, into the center, forming another bubble of light. In this bubble of light, we are going to put in all gangs, all kinds, whether it's the Yakuza, the MS-13, anybody who practices Satanism and dark magic to stay in power. And if that includes the secret societies, which you can consider them gangs, then they go in. We're going to call the Michael the Archangel to cut all ties to all their dark works and all their manipulation and all their plans. We're going to violet flame it all. And we're going to release that unwanted energy back to God and fill that space up with an angel of enlightenment, divine enlightenment. We're going to ask Michael, cut the ties between them, between the people involved, each other, from all their oaths, vows, rituals that they've taken with each other, to each other, for the group. And as ties to that energy is cut, see them pulling back all their energy off of each other, bringing that energy that is theirs back to them, and we're going to call the violet flame through all of them to transmute all that dark energy. Then we're going to ask them to step forward in the light and stop doing their dark magic. And if they choose to continue, which is their free will, we're going to ask their higher selves to put them in a position of total and complete harmlessness. We're going to command the angels to go forth and block all their plans. And if they've taken anybody for ritual, we're going to ask that you do everything you can to let those people get away. And let those people doing that dark ritual be caught. Wherever they're doing dark rituals, we're going to call the violet flame, anchor the flame in that area, and see the flame blaze outward and expand. At least 100-mile radius around wherever they're doing rituals. Especially on this solstice eve, and this means tomorrow during equinox, and then the day after equinox. And if they try to do any dark work, the violet flame burns it out, transmutes it to nothing. Now we're going to send love to their heart chakra, and we're going to ask their higher self to bring them in their dream time, help them remember all the lifetimes that they lived, that they were loved and cared for, and that they had empathy. Let them remember, let that touch their hearts, and let that help them awaken. And we're going to ask their higher selves to let them reconnect to the Creator so they become awakened spiritual beings, filled with love, kindness, and empathy. And again, if they choose not to, or they can't, which is their free will, We're going to ask their higher self to simply put them in a position of harmlessness, and we're going to leave that up to God on however He wants to work that. So fill this up with light and love now, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. And again, I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So we're going to create another bubble of light, and in this bubble of light, we are going to put all the Democrats that are decision makers, and we're going to ask that Michael the Archangel remove all overlays of dark magic from them that's keeping them from moving forward into the light and banding together and really coming together and standing firm like they've never done and being divinely inspired on what they need to do to stop Trump and the Republicans and Kavanaugh from going through. See them divinely inspired. We're going to put the federal judges that are hearing cases against Trump, especially the kidnapping case, and we're going to remove the magic from around him and his works, so he sees clearly, or she, that they are not fulfilling and doing what the judge told them. They are in contempt of court, and send out a warrant for their arrest. And see Trump and Miller and Sessions, Nielsen, and anybody from ICE that's hurt or harmed a child be issued warrants out for their arrest, see them go to prison for their actions. There is more than enough evidence out there with what they are doing. Remove, see the magic from around them be removed that's protecting them. And now we're going to put in all the attorney generals in this bubble and see them divinely inspired on what they need to do to take the Trump crime family down and the Republicans that are complicit with Russia. All righty, we're going to fill this one up with light and love and take a deep breath and release it. Again, I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So we're going to create another bubble of light, and in this bubble of light, we're going to put in all the Republican decision makers. So we're going to call the Michael the Archangel to cut all ties at the Republican Party and have any satanic black magic that is keeping them in power. We cut all ties to all their money sources, including the Koch brothers and Mercer family. We send this money energy back to God to clean it up. Now let's send all those money sources back to the poor and those that are standing up to the Republicans, including all recall groups. We ask that these groups receive lots of donations and excited fresh volunteers to make the recall successful, replacing the Republican Party, racist and unenlightened Democrats, along with Trump and the complicit party and his cabinet and family, with a compassion, kind, awakened spiritual being. We remove all energy veils that are around all the people living in the United States that are keeping them from connecting to the Creator, become awakened spiritual beings. As they connect to the Creator, see them become conscious beings filled with truth, and they can see through all the lies and deceptions as transparency is manifested. See the masses filled with all kinds of divine inspiration on how to remove the Republicans, white racists, from office through political channels, holding special elections to remove them from office, replacing them with a human being light worker filled with compassion for all life forms. We called Ganesh to remove many obstacles in the way, to place many obstacles in the way of the Republicans and the white racists that want to create and implement programs that are not good for Earth, nor any life forms. Programs that are intended to hurt and harm the poor, see them all falling apart. As people awaken, see them going to their Republican and unenlightened Democrat representative and speaking their minds of discontent with all their agendas. As Republicans and unenlightened Democrats awaken, connecting them to the Creator that now allows them to see the horror that they wanted to create, then being inspired to correct it with compassionate love of service for others. And if they choose to not to, which is their free will, we're going to ask their higher selves, put them in a position of harmlessness, maybe inspiring them to retire and losing their elections. And for those that are saying that let them become awakened, compassionate beings, see them now funding all social programs, Meals on Wheels, including women's health care clinics, to name a few. We cut ties to the fear of women and the obsessive need to control them. I call the higher selves of all Republicans, step forward in the light, cut all the ties, Michael the Archangel and Shiva, to unbalance fear of women, abortion obsession, patriarchy, genocide, rape, pillage, plunder, incest, greed, power, gladiator mentality, military, war, might is right mentality, from their energy field, cells, atoms, molecules, all the way down to their DNA, going through all their incarnations. As this energy is released, I call the violet flames through them and all their works that are misdirected. Cut all ties to all black art and negative ceremonies that are being done, and any will to manipulate humanity and the earth for greed and profit. As it is released, I call divine male, female consciousness to their hearts that will flow to the reptilian part of their brain. We call the higher selves to guide these men and women to releasing all women slaves or anyone being used as slave labor. Let us fill them up with divine respect for women, life, the planet, and all living things. See men's higher selves guiding them to accepting divine matriarchy and opening their heart and throat and crown chakras as these centers open. See them becoming very balanced, loving, kind, generous, peaceful, supporting women and groups that are in the light. Fill all these men with divine joy, divine mission, respecting the goddess within, and giving freedom and honor to all women. See them becoming kinder and allowing women to be equal, divinely conscious beings. We cut all ties to all executive orders that Trump has written and retained in the office of the Great Seal. We violet flame them to clean up all the dark energies. Now we reconnect all these orders to the Creator and command them to be neutral, no more forward movement. All black magic, giving any of his executive orders, energy being canceled, cleared, and neutralized. We now see Trump, Bannon, Miller, along with any complicit Republican or unenlightened Democrat, and their vision of reinventing the USA. We see this energy having all forward movements stopped, also dissolved completely. So see all their Nazi and Putin plans falling apart. We cancel clear Trump and all the Republicans and their ties to Russia and Putin. We call the goddess of truth, bring everything up to the surface that they have done, anything deceitful, everything they're trying to hide, and bring it up in a way where no one will be hurt or harmed, and justice will be served, and they're removed from office. Call the higher self of Trump and all Republicans trying to keep him in power to step forward in the light of God, stop acting like Nazi reptilians, Putin puppets, leave all the social programs and citizens' right intact, and roll back all laws that hurt the mass general public. If you choose not to, which is your free will, ask your higher selves and guardian angels to put them all in positions of harmlessness, letting awakened spiritual beings take their place. And again, if that means they're recalled and they lose the election, then so be it. Call the higher selves of Trump and the Republican Party and unenlightened Democrats to cut all addiction ties they have to greed, money, gold, and power. We cut all addictive ties Trump has for greed, adoration, and drive to become a dictator. Cancel, clear, cancel, clear, cancel, clear. It is for Trump's and Republicans' highest good that their karmas return to them now for their actions against women, the poor, and the planet, then let it be done, which may include loss of all money, all supporters of any kind, and all power. Let the magic of protection be removed from around their plans and them now. And if it's for Trump's highest good, and his family's highest good and the highest good of everyone in the USA and the world. Let him be tried for treason and sent to prison for all their crimes, high crimes and misdemeanors against the USA and the world. We see Trump and his family and cabinet doing jail time, prison time for their acts of treason. We see them all being removed from office in a way no one will be hurt or harmed, replaced with a compassionate humanitarian. Let's send energy to all the enlightened Democrats and awakening Republicans standing forth up for earth and all life forms. May they be sent everything they need to be successful. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans, white racists, and unenlightened Democrats now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Republican, white racist, and unenlightened Democrats now. Fill this up with light and love, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. So we're going to create another bubble of light, and in this bubble of light, we're going to put Susan Collins and Murkowski and any of the Republicans that are wavering on Kavanaugh. And we're going to ask that all magic around them be removed. And we're going to ask their higher selves to help them reconnect to the Creator so they become awakened spiritual beings. And they block Kavanaugh's election. We're going to send energy out to Miss Ford and divine protection and ask that she be sent everything she needs for her security, to pay her bills and her family's security, and to have the courage to allow the Attorney General in Maryland to file attempted rape charges against Brett Kavanaugh. Let's send this woman lots of love and energy and her family so she has the courage to do this and ends Kavanaugh's nomination, among other things. Let her have the courage. If there is anyone else out there that's been molested or raped or attempted rape by Kavanaugh, we're going to ask that they bring it up to the surface in a way it cannot be ignored. Let them be protected. Let them have courage to do this. All right, fill that up all with light and love. And we're going to take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So again, we're going to create another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, I want you to put in there people that you know that need healing. Body, mind, soul. People that are just in trouble, are confused, or just need extra love and light in their life. So imagine all these people sitting on chairs of angel light or laying on tables of angel light, and we're going to surround them in angel light and ask that angel light absorbs any discomfort they may have. And we're going to call the violet flame through their body, minds, and souls to transmute any dark energy, to release any discomfort they may have taken on. And now we're going to fill it up again with the angel light energy to heal. And imagine all those cells, atoms, molecules reconnecting to the Creator and regenerating, releasing any pain or discomfort. And we're going to ask that all those cells, atoms, molecules now mirror all the healthy cells, atoms, molecules. And let's send energy into these people's hearts. And from their heart chakra, just let it flow and spread throughout their bodies, recharging and regenerating. Let it go into their brain. Now we're going to ask, as it regenerates their brain, they're filled with all these new possibilities. And for those that are sick, we're going to ask that their higher selves guide them to the healing modality that will work the best for them. And that when they see it, they recognize it and able to put it in motion. All right, let's fill everything up in this bubble of light with light and love. And then take a deep breath and release it. And we give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So again, we're going to create another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to place all the light workers, all the spiritual warriors, all those that are standing up for the planet, all life forms, standing firm against Trump, against Russia, against Nazis, standing against Brett Kavanaugh, standing against the Republicans. And see all these beings in the center recharge and regenerate. And we're going to call, while they're recharging, to Ganesha, the remover of obstacles, to go forth and remove all obstacles in their way so they're very successful. And we're going to fill them up with so much light that they're magnets now for everything they need. Money, abundance, people to work with, groups to work with. Let them fill up with so much abundance that they have more than enough to share, and that ripples down. Let their missions and their divine missions and divine purposes go in this circle, and see everything recharge and regenerate. Let them all be filled with all kinds of divine inspiration on how to move forward with joy. Fill everyone up with joy. All right. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. And we're going to take a deep breath and release it. And we give thanks for this opportunity to serve. Okay, so we're going to close the circle. And we're going to do 3 ohms. And, come on, use the power of the spoken word, okay? Because it matters. The more you speak and the more intent you put in it, the quicker it will manifest. All right. Sorry, I forgot what I was doing. Ohms, we're doing 3 ohms. Okay. All right, come on, everybody, chime in with me. Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all the beings in all the worlds be happy. So be it. We give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So I need you to put your feet on the ground and ground a little bit. Imagine that earth energy coming up your legs. What I'd like to do is, for the last 10 minutes of the show, or whatever else we have left, is to do some chanting and a little bit of practicing for tomorrow. And, for those of you that are out east, we are into the 22nd and into solstice. So we're going to do the basic chants. And we're going to do each one 3 times. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. And then we're going to tweak it a little bit. And we'll just do that until time runs out. Just remember, everybody, tomorrow is the 22nd. Please join me on UPRN Radio or Facebook Live. We're going to chant enlightenment down, anchor it to the earth, and really go for a really big quantum leap. So get your crystals, your groups together. 3 o'clock Pacific time, 5 o'clock Central time, and 6 o'clock Eastern time, and noon Hawaii. Okay, let's do some chanting. And again, use the power of the spoken word. And if you got a crystal, hold it. I just happened to be in my crystal store. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. May divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. Now, because I don't have my paper ahead of me, I didn't in front of me, which I didn't grab, we're just going to do random. Right? May divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment descend on Trump and his family now. May divine enlightenment descend on Trump and his family now. May divine enlightenment awaken within Trump and his family now. May divine enlightenment descend on Trump and his family now. May divine enlightenment awaken within Trump and his family now. May divine enlightenment descend on Trump and his family now. May divine enlightenment awaken within Trump and his family now. May divine enlightenment descend on all evangelicals now. May divine enlightenment descend on all evangelicals now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all evangelicals now. May divine enlightenment descend on all evangelicals now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all evangelicals now. May divine enlightenment descend on all evangelicals now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all evangelicals now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Republicans now. May divine enlightenment descend on all gangs now. May divine enlightenment descend on all gangs now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all gangs now. May divine enlightenment descend on all gangs now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all gangs now. May divine enlightenment descend on all gangs now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all gangs now. Oh, may divine enlightenment descend on the homeless now. May divine enlightenment descend on the homeless now. May divine enlightenment awaken within the homeless now. May divine enlightenment descend on the homeless now. May divine enlightenment awaken within the homeless now. May divine enlightenment descend on the homeless now. May divine enlightenment awaken within the homeless now. May divine enlightenment descend on our children now. May divine enlightenment descend on our children now. May divine enlightenment awaken within our children now. May divine enlightenment descend on our children now. May divine enlightenment awaken within our children now. May divine enlightenment descend on our children now. May divine enlightenment awaken within our children now. May divine enlightenment descend on Washington, D.C. now. May divine enlightenment descend on all in Washington, D.C. now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all within Washington, D.C. now. May divine enlightenment descend on all in Washington, D.C. now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all in Washington, D.C. now. May divine enlightenment descend on all in Washington, D.C. now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all in Washington, D.C. now. And may divine enlightenment descend on all Satanists now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Satanists now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Satanists now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Satanists now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Satanists now. May divine enlightenment descend on all Satanists now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Satanists now. And may divine enlightenment descend on earth now and all life forms now. May divine enlightenment descend on earth and all life forms now. May divine enlightenment awaken within earth and all life forms now. May divine enlightenment descend on earth and all life forms now. May divine enlightenment awaken within earth and all life forms now. May divine enlightenment descend on earth and all life forms now. May divine enlightenment awaken within earth and all life forms now. Release all that energy. That is what we're going to be doing. And if you don't feel hot from all this high energy, wow, boy, I sure do. Remember, come on, join tomorrow. Let's make this a big quantum leap. Let's ground a little bit more. Put your feet flat on the ground. Feel that earth energy come up your legs. With every breath, feel yourself ground, pull back into body, become very focused, very, very clear-headed. The higher this earth energy goes, the more grounded you become. Now, I'm afraid that after the show, you might still be lightheaded. So come on, it's still warm out there. Go find a tree that you like. Put your hands on the tree and send the tree your excess energy. And then ask the tree to send you energy back, and you will ground immediately. So thanks for doing this service work with me tonight. It does matter what we do. And please tune in tomorrow and do one more hour of selfless service for the earth and all humanity and all life forms. And I hope you have a good evening and see you tomorrow. Aloha.